नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल and we have another 5% target wala stock in our box and we'll discuss on that. And before that I'll say I know it's been a while since I've posted. मैं तो थोड़ा और काम में थोड़ा busy था इसलिए मैंने post नहीं किया. But and also we've actually started a 5 lakh to 10 lakh wala you know a challenge kind of thing on Instagram. But in prior to that I need some time to get sorted on that as well. But उससे पहले हम थोड़ा और एंट्री देते हैं 5% टारगेट वाला, क्योंकि मेरे को पूरा करने का टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है एडिटिंग सब करने के लिए. सो विल स्टिक टू दिस. सो द 5% टारगेट वाला स्टॉक वी हैव टुडे इज आइस मेक रेफ्रिजरेशन लिमिटेड. द पीई ऑफ द स्टॉक इज अराउंड 60. थोड़ा ज़्यादा है वैल्यूएशन, लेकिन द लास्ट क्वार्टर रिजल्ट्स वेर प्रेटी गुड एंड द चार्ट सीम्स टू बी लुकिंग प्रेटी गुड एंड डिसेंट. वॉल्यूम भी अच्छा चल रहा है. सो आई थॉट वील टेक आवर चांस ऑन दिस स्टॉक. सो दिस इज़ द मंथली टाइम फ्रेम. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि वो कितने अच्छा तरह से ये सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस लेवल रेस्पेक्ट कर रहे हैं. मैंने वो पहला जब वो लिस्ट किया था वहाँ से थोड़ा डाउन टर्न में चल रहा था. 2-3 बार वो उसका ऑल टाइम हाई ब्रेक करने की कोशिश किया. उसके बाद एट दिस लेवल हाई ब्रेक करके चैनल के अंदर गया और चैनल के अंदर घूम के अभी इट इज़ नियरिंग एन ऑल टाइम हाई. सो वी आर कंसिडरिंग दिस because at the shorter time frame we can see, if we look into a horizontal line and draw it around here, we can see it's almost trying to break its all-time high at this level and almost an ascending triangle. We'll go to the shorter time frame and see how exactly it is. On a daily time frame we can see it has almost crossed the resistance level. Also यहाँ से there is a high possibility it can move towards to this 2000 kind of a level, especially considering the fact that it had a really good results as well. But the PE is on the higher side. That is one concern I have. But still we can look for a 5% target from the current levels. The current level is 1011 or something, 1011, 1008. वही range पे आज घूम रहे हैं. But I think this is a good entry point. यहाँ से if you're taking a target, I'll draw up the long position. Okay, long position. If you're taking entry at the current levels, we can look for a target. The entries would be somewhere around 1008, 1009 range पे, or 1010. Okay, 1010 would be our entry, and our stop loss would be, as usual, we'll keep it at 10% stop loss. And on the target side, see, we can let it swing. Okay, the market was in some bad phase for quite some time because of the various news that was going on, but currently I believe market has stabilized a bit. Also, we have to keep in mind how bad the situation with Pakistan is also. Okay, so there are chances of war, but I don't think, diplomatically you cannot go for a war at this point, because it's too much collateral damage if we go into a war at this point. So at the same time we have to be diligent. Okay, we have to stay careful. हम बार बार वो न्यूज़ सब ट्रैक करके रखना है, बिकॉज वर्स्ट केस कुछ हो जाएगा तो है ना, the markets could be affected in that case. But at this point, I believe this is a very good state for Indian market, considering the fact that the international markets are having the Chinese trade wars. I mean, the US trade war against the other countries, especially with the Chinese, has actually escalated. Issues with the investors in these global markets. So India has been seen as an alternative. Probably high probability that India would be seen as an alternative investment, and thoda और safe side में था. I think this whole attack, the whole terrorism attack idea was more of a diplomatic stand, because that could actually divert or destabilize the actual situation of the Indian markets. So we have to look at all from a diplomatic point of view and keep in mind the worst that could probably happen. And this is our strategy for today. We'll be keeping our entry at 1010. Okay, 1010 would be our entry point. Our target would be 5% from the current levels, which is around 52 points. Almost our target would be somewhere close to 1060, 1070 range पे. Okay, and our stop loss would be somewhere around 900 ka range पे. That's like 100 point. 50 points on the upper side, and 90 points on the 90 to 100 points on the downside is our strategy for this trade. I believe that this could have a very high probability on a longer run as well. But considering the market situations, yeah, the Indian markets are stabilizing, but still we have to keep in mind the fact that अगर थोड़ा कुछ गड़बड़ होता है तो we'll have to have a safe side all the time, and always keep a reserve fund, okay, so that in case something happens you have that reserve fund to average and exit. So that is a strategy that you should always maintain. Keep a reserve fund irrespective of whenever you're trading. So this is our entry for today, and if you have any doubts, drop in the comments. I hope, let's start, let's get back to business, start making more money like we used to. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends and family if you find it beneficial. Thank you.